an old friend, a new relationship, an old friend from the past, a new relationship in a different light. I can't right now.
Okay.
Hello, Leo. Welcome to Savvy Star. My name is Leslie. I'm a spiritual healer and tarot card reader. I validate what you already know. This reading is for the full moon, December 12th through December 18th. And the full moon is in Gemini, an air sign, mutable air sign. So the influence, even though the sun is still in Sagittarius, the moon will have a Gemini influence. So I'm just going over the two opposites. And for you, Leo, it's an easy and very compatible full moon for you, Gemini. It's an air sign, Leo is fire, and you two get along like peas and carrots, have great communication, and very creative. So let's see what we have. Okay. It looks like serious cards, but it's okay. All is well in your world. Not to be frightened. Okay, so the first card that we have is a death card. And like I said, this usually scares people. It can mean that there's an actual death that has happened, or it can mean that something in your world has now come to its end, its natural end. Like, think of a piece of fruit on a tree that wasn't picked, and then it falls to the ground, it rots, and then it, lays its seed. So it can be something very natural. And again, even if it's an actual death is part of life. This is part of the cycle. So you're dealing with some sort of cycle in your life that has now come to its natural end. It can also mean that, let's say you're getting married, so it's the death of being single. So it has many interpretations, but if it is someone that has actually passed, that's what this card means. But if it's not someone that you're thinking about that has actually passed, it's just a natural process in life. Something in your life has come to a natural end. What's making this maybe a little difficult for you is the Hermit card. The Hermit card, maybe you want to not be out and not be social, but the Hermit card is a time for rest. So maybe it's moving on after this death. Maybe you're taking a rest. I don't know, but it's taking a rest is actually going to make this card harder. So maybe it's not the time to rest. Maybe you had to, though. Maybe you had to take a little time out in your own life. The Wheel of Fortune is what's influencing this whole reading. The Wheel of Fortune, again, it works with, there's a cycle or something this is a new beginning of a new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune. You're starting a new cycle. So the death of your past, something has come to an end. And the Wheel of Fortune is a very positive card because you're starting a new cycle. There's many opportunities. There's many different things that you're going to be experiencing through these opportunities. Let me take one more. Okay, so this is a very solemn time for you. Maybe whatever it is that you're actually letting go of and mourning, maybe you're actually mourning it. The Six of Swords, there was some sort of conflict because you were trying to balance something that you knew that wasn't really working. You've just been trying to make whole something for someone else, and that's not going to work. So you can't balance these two swords forever. Of course, there's going to be conflict, and maybe there was a conflict that was kind of heavy. Maybe you had a bad argument with someone, but the poison has now lifted, and no decision is a decision. Even if you didn't give a decision, one will be made for you. The Five of Cups, you're walking away from something. Again, this is kind of a... I feel you are letting go of something from the past, maybe an actual death that you've held on to. And you've carried it for a long time very closely to you. On the horizon here in the next couple of days, you have to remember this is a full moon in Gemini that we're talking about, that it's coming to a head. And the full moon is bringing a brand new relationship. So I feel that these two are connected. You're letting go of something that came to its natural end. But there is, and you've gone through a full cycle. The Wheel of Fortune, there is a brand new relationship on the horizon for you. It looks as if it's with somebody that you know from the past. An old friend, a new relationship, an old friend from the past, a new relationship in a different light. Others see this as a very sweet reconnection. You're reconnecting with someone from your past. And it all has to do with the death. And you've been resting for too long. You're way past your expiration date on this. But the Wheel of Fortune, you've gone full cycle with this. So you're ready to lay this to rest and move on. Because the opportunities that are in this card are endless. But you've been balancing something for a long time. You don't need to anymore. You can walk away from it. This is the Five of Cups. There's still 2 cups remaining, but the 3 cups that have fallen, you need to now let that go and know that that's over. This new relationship, it's in the very, very beginning stages. And it is with someone from your past. An old friend. Maybe a childhood friend. The High Priestess, she's sitting on a secret. She knows. She knows. The Chariot. The Chariot, it can go in either direction. I don't want to say good and bad, but there's choices to be made. And I think that your High Priestess is very mindful of these choices and is help guiding you to nurture the right choices for you. I think you learned a lot, like as we all do. Like I said, death is part of life. But this card and this card have a lot in common. And she, the High Priestess, will know how to guide you. This card means listen to your gut. Listen to your heart of hearts. Stay out of your head and listen to your heart. The Chariot, that will be an easy choice. It's not even really a choice when you listen to your gut. If you just let your insight guide you instead of trying to make sense of these choices. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. That's okay. This is a really compatible full moon for you. Gemini brings a lot of air to your fire, and it's very creative. But there's a new relationship for you in this full moon. And after the full moon, you will be getting rid of things that no longer nurture this brand new little baby relationship. So enjoy this full moon. It's very creative. It has a lot of energy, and it fuels your flames. You feel really good in it. And all is well in your world. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to Savvy Star. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Push the button, the bell. Push the bell. Push the bell. No, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean. Push the bell for future notification. Thank you. All is well in your world. Amen.